from the jinn. It's okay to do that. It's okay to do that. In Senegal today, you want to be a billionaire, you don't got to be intelligent. You don't have to be intelligent. You just got to sell your deen. Just sell your deen. Just accept the transaction with the jinn and you will be a millionaire. You will be a billionaire. And this is the tricks that these individuals don't even know how the jinn is coming to them. And they think, oh, this is the karama, or this is from the miracles of Allah, that this individual, he was a soccer player yesterday, or he was a little, I seen in Burkina Faso a kid, how old are you? 8, a kid that is not 10 years old. People will come all over the world to him. 10 years old. They say they just wake up one day and the boy will just, go to this plant, go to that plant, go to this plant, go to that plant, and then make a portion. You drink it, you will have this. You drink it, you will have this. People, you have issues of having a baby. The wife has an issue of having a baby. Go to this tree or go to that tree, pick that leaf, take that root and the likes of this, put a portion, say what he say, bam, he give it to you, and by the qadr of Allah, the person became pregnant, they ascribe it to him. Now people go all over the world for a child that barakallahu fikum doesn't even know what is 1 + 1. Now this is exactly what type of society we are living in most part of the world. You go to Saudi, barakallahu fikum, akhi, the prison system up there, for those awaiting for trial or whatnot, are filled with the likes of these individuals. Magicians, soothsayers, those who are working with the jinns, wal-iyadhu billah. Alhamdulillah, learning this, Shaykh Muhammad Ibn al-Jami rahimahullah mentioned, he say a person read Usool Thalathaa and understand it properly. He go to certain land, they will see him as Ibn Taymiyyah. A person read this book, understand it properly. Very small pages, not even 190 pages. 182 my print. Understand it properly. We'll go to certain lands, people will look at him like Ibn Taymiyyah. People will look at him like he is someone like, man, this guy is deep. Akhi, the man didn't even read Qawa'id al-Arba'a yet. Didn't even read Kashf al-Shubuhat yet. Didn't even read, barakallahu fikum, Usool al-Sitta yet. He didn't even read, barakallah, Kitab al-Tawheed yet. He didn't even read Aqidat al-Wasatiyah yet. He didn't even read the Aqidah of al-Muzani yet. Usool al-Thalathaa. Because that shows you the level of ignorance that the Muslims are upon today. The lack of understanding the Muslims are upon today. But alhamdulillah, there is only one thing that will remove it. And this is what we are, alhamdulillah, doing. Studying this matters, learning it. And not to learn it and go home with it and put it under our blanket, under our pillow, and that's it. But rather to implement it and to call the first of our people. Everybody call their mother and their father and clarify these matters. Everyone call their brothers and sisters, clarify these matters. Walhamdulillah, it will be changes bi'idhnillahi tabaraka wa ta'ala. Let none of us think, oh, I got to wait till I'm a sheikh so I can start calling my own father and my own mother. Perhaps that ain't going to never happen. Perhaps it's not going to happen. But rather, alhamdulillah, from these matters that we study, alhamdulillah, we call them to the tawheed of Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. Na'am. So Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, He واختص بها ونفاها عن غيره. He, Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, He restricted the worship to Himself. He restricted the worship to Himself. Didn't allow for no one else to be worshipped besides Him. And He prohibited that the worship to be directed to other than Him. To other than Him. To other than Him. May Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala destroy these people. These people, they are really, really they are really being very detrimental to the society, to the Muslims. Now people will not have no tawakkul ala Allah no more. People will not even sit down and say, oh Allah, help me. Oh Allah, help me in my issue. Oh Allah, rectify my affairs. Oh Allah, oh Allah, oh Allah. People don't do that no more. If they have an issue, they're going to go to the soothsayer. If they got an issue, they're going to go to the marabu man. If they got an issue, they're going to go to the mori man. That's how you say it. They go to the marabu man, barakallah fiqh. No time for what? Or you got to, because they have this in their mind that for you to be making dua to Allah, you got to do it in a way. And you got to be someone that knows how to make dua. A mushrik, a kafir, someone that is slaughtering for other than Allah. That's the one that you're going to go for him to supplicate to Allah for you. We would have understand when you go to someone that is righteous, walhamdulillah, from the muwahhideen, someone that is a person of tawheed, that no one see him in regard to kufr and shirk and khurafat and innovation. You tell him, akhi, age yourself and make dua for me. Akhi, age yourself. Age yourself in making dua for me. Because when he make dua for you, who's benefiting from it first and foremost? Himself. Because the fact of saying, Allahumma atina fit dunya hasana, this itself, barakallah, you will be rewarded between 10 to 700 ila masha Allah. Ad'afan kathira. So who's the one that benefit from it? The one that, barakallah fikum, making dua. Because he is in a state of ibadah to Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala alone. So he mentioned, Hafidhahullah, he say, فَعَبَدَ مَعَ اللَّهِ غَيْرُهُ أو غَيْرِهِ. He say, فَهُوَ طَاغُوتٌ. Whomsoever worship other with Allah, tabaraka wa ta'ala, he is a what? He is a taghut. He say, al-mushrik, taghut, that the mushrik is a taghut. لماذا? Why is the mushrik a taghut? Why is the mushrik a taghut, Abu Sufyan? Because he went beyond the limits set by Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, whether in his worship or whether in his following or in his obedience. Ahsant. So he mentioned, Hafidhahullah, he say, صرف العبادة لغيره مستحقها, because he has directed the worship to other than the one that is the do right for it. To other than the one that is the do right from it. Imam As-Sa'idi rahimahullah, in those verse, الذي جعل لكم السماء جعل لكم وجعل ايش الذي جعل لكم الارض بناء وانزل من السماء ماء فاخرج به من الثمرات رزقا لكم فلا تجعلوا لله اندادا وانتم تعلمون. He is saying, Allahu tabaraka wa ta'ala, Ya ayyuhan nas, u'budu rabbakum, worship your Lord, alladhi, the one. Alladhi, the one. Here is he telling us why we should worship Allah alone. Ayyuhan nas, O people, u'budu rabbakum, worship your Lord. Worship your Lord alone. And he is telling us, Allah is telling us, why is it that he is the only one to be worshipped? Imam As-Sa'di, he mentioned at the end of this verse, he said that this verse, he said, Alladhi mustahiqqu lil ibad. This shows that Allah is the only one deserving to be worshipped alone. Because who can make ja'ala as-sama'a bina'aha, make the sky as a canopy, wal arda firasha, and made the earth like a flat, like a bed, wa anzala min as-sama'i ma'a, and descending, meaning sending from the sky the rain. the rain pouring down from the sky, and the vegetations to be coming forth from the ground. Who has the means of doing such? Who has the means of doing such? That's why if anybody put their trust, let you put your trust in Allah alone, tabaraka wa ta'ala. Because huwa khaliqu kulli shay. He is the one that created everything. Wa huwa ala kulli shay'in wakil. And onto him depend every single one. And onto Allah depend every single one. And onto Allah depend every single one. And I'm yet to picture, what are these individuals? What do they say to themselves when they are alone? After that, people be telling them all of these type of things. Oh, you are the one that if you say it, it's going to happen. You are the one that can change the decree. You are the one that whatever you say, Allah will do. What would those people say if they are by themselves, alone? If they contemplate upon the statement of this individual, what would come out there in their mind? What would they say about themselves? Or maybe the shaitan will make them still believe that you are the man. You are true. You don't even know your value. You don't even know who you are. Because indeed your status with Allah is far beyond what the people say about you. So the shaitan will not make it easy at all. He will not make it easy at all. And subhanallah, law sami'ata aqwal an-nas. If you would have heard the statement of this individual in regard to their shuyukh, some of them, barakallahu feekum, you will just say, you know what, forget it. Some of the statement they say, barakallahu feekum, if you are not immune to that yet, when you hear it, it could rip your heart up. That you will realize that perhaps your heart is beating faster than it was before. Why? Because of fima sami'ata or bima sami'ata min kalamin nas. For what you heard from the statement of the people. And now this is the daily routine in certain lands. Saying things that barakallahu fikum, that one should have been very, very, very shy in even thinking, let alone saying it openly. One should have been very shy to be thinking that someone is to be worshipped besides Allah, let alone calling on that individual openly where everybody can hear you say this. To the point now it is a style, it is a swag that the kids they have. They don't call on Allah no more. They might be in Senegal, people be, if you want to be hip, you're going to be calling on Ahmadu Bamba. You want to be hip, you want to have respect from your peers, you got to be calling on Ahmadu, you got to be swearing by Ahmadu Bamba. You got to be wearing his picture. You got to be swearing by him. You got to be calling on him. And this is not restricted to Senegal. You got it pretty much in majority lands of the Muslims, except those that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala aided. Except that those Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala has aided. So he mentioned directing the worship to other than the one that deserves it, meaning Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. This is Taghut. Wa kadhalika. And likewise, man ubida wa huwa radin. Likewise, whomsoever is being worshipped while he is pleased. While he is pleased with the fact that people are worshiping him. He is being worshipped while he is pleased at the fact that people are worshiping him. He is not telling the people, come worship me. But people are worshiping him and he is not saying, oh, don't say this. Please don't say this. Please, only Allah Tabaraka wa is deserving to be worshipped. La. But rather the individual is what? Silent. Because lima fihi min al-thamarat wal-fawaid. Because of that which is in the people worshipping him, of that which is the benefits and the good stuff that he can receive, quote unquote. Because they worship you, right? They worship the person, and that person that they worship in return will rely upon them. But look at the other one. We worship Allah alone. and we put our trust and we rely upon Him.